The Realme X50 Pro cost almost a third of the price of the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. But how do they stack up when it comes to performance? The Realme comes paired with Qualcomm's latest flagship Snapdragon 865 processing chip, run on 7nm plus technology, and I have the 8GB of RAM variant. While the Samsung that I have is paired with the Snapdragon 865 processing chip as well, and I have the 12GB RAM variant of the phone over here. Here are their hardware specs. Feel free to hit pause here for more information. We've updated their softwares on both devices over here, and we are leaving them at their max refresh rate, 90 on the Realme and 120 on the Samsung. We're going to keep the Samsung at Full HD Plus to match that of the Realme, and we're going to enable high performance mode on the X50 Pro. We're also going to disable animations on both devices here in order to test out true raw speed performance over here. And in round one, we're going to be testing out boot, fingerprint, and Face ID. Round two will be all about initial opening of app speed, and round three will be all about RAM management. I'm going to be using my fingers here, so we're going to pair GoPro footage to the bottom left hand corner for accuracy. Guys, this is TechNick, and without further ado, let's go. We're going to start here with a simple boot to see which one can get into the phone quicker than the other. I've sped it up, as you can see at the bottom right hand corner, 16 seconds for the Realme as opposed to 21, 5 seconds quicker there, getting its first point in round one. When opening the phone up, going into the app icons, the Realme opens that up quicker, shows all the icons quicker than that of the S20 Ultra, getting it its second point in round one over here. We're going to test out the fingerprint sensors over here. The Realme gets the first one over there. The second and the third one are too close to call over here. We do have an ultrasonic sensor on the S20, and we have an optical one under the screen of the X50 Pro. So the Realme gets its third point over there, beating the Samsung once in the fingerprint department. When it comes to facial recognition, the X50 Pro got it in the middle over there, and at the end over here as well. All three times they're getting its fourth and final point in round one. Samsung got 0 points in round one. Now round two, we're going to initial opening up app speed over here, and the Realme X50 Pro opened up camera quicker, flipped the camera quicker, and took the snap quicker as well. Going into gallery, the X50 Pro opened that up quicker, and it was too close to call when opening up the photo over there. Going into calculator, once more too close to call, and the next app on our cards will indeed be the phone app. Going into the phone app over here, the X50 Pro takes it. The X50 Pro seems to be doing better with system apps, as you see here with settings. Now we're going to go into our first non-system app, which is speed test, and surprise, surprise, the S20 Ultra opens that up quicker. We're going to be running an internet speed test here called speed check. We're not going to be testing download and upload speed, but more so how long it actually takes to run through the test. 22 seconds for the X50 Pro over here, as opposed to the Samsung's 23 seconds, now getting its 7th point in round two, as opposed to 1 point on the S20 Ultra. Next app here is Spotify, and the S20 Ultra opens that up slightly quicker, getting it its second point in round two. Next app of the bunch, a little bit heavier to open up, is Photoshop Express, which no doubt the S20 Ultra opens up quicker and goes into the photo quicker as well. Now on 4 points, just 3 behind that of the X50 Pro. This test gets really interesting. Stick around, guys. The S20 Ultra just exported the photo to gallery slightly quicker than that of the X50 Pro in Photoshop. And going into Adobe Rush over here, the video editing app, the S20 Ultra opened it up quicker, but the X50 Pro went into the actual project quicker. Now we're going to take a 4K 25 frames per second clip. We're going to compress it down to 1080p resolution, but keep it at the same frame rate of 25 FPS. And we're going to go ahead and export. I've sped things up at the bottom right hand corner, and the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra comes in first with 12 seconds, as opposed to the Realme X50 Pro's 16 seconds over there, 4 seconds quicker on the S20 Ultra. Both have UFS 3.0 storage over here. Next app is Astral VPN. We need a VPN here in China in order to open the rest of the apps in the test over here. Going into it, the S20 Ultra opens it up quicker, and it turns on the VPN quicker as well. Next app here is Facebook, our first social media app here. This is why we need a VPN here in China. S20 Ultra opens up Facebook slightly quicker, and the next social media app that we have is indeed Instagram. Going into that, once again, the S20 Ultra now 11 points, 3 ahead of the X50 Pro. How things have turned around in this test, it is insane. 12 points now for the S20 Ultra after going into Twitter. Going into YouTube over here, the S20 Ultra opens that up quicker. Now we're going to head over to my profile to see which one can get there quicker. Now the Realme actually gets there quicker, but the Samsung loads the entire page quicker, so I didn't allocate a point here at all. We're going to go into one of my latest videos over here. Be sure to check that out after this video. And the Samsung started playing the video quicker, but once again the Realme loaded the entire page quicker, so I never allocated a point here either. Next app that we have here is Netflix. Let's see which one can go into it faster, and it is the X50 Pro, but going into my profile over here, it is too close to call. Next app is Google Chrome, just before we head on to the games department, and the S20 Ultra opens up Chrome. Chrome quicker. First gaming app over here is Subway Surfers, a little bit longer to load. We have had an update over here, which is quite nice, and we have its 15th point on the S20 Ultra after opening up Subway Surfers. Flip Diving is the next game that we have on the cards over here, and once again the S20 Ultra gets its 16th point, now 7 points ahead of the X50 Pro. Going into Temple Run 2, a little bit longer to load, so I've sped things up a bit, slowed it down back to real time here, and the S20 Ultra, no surprise here, opens it up quicker again. Now almost double the points of the X50 Pro over here in round 2. Last game that we have here is PUBG Mobile, longest loading time, most graphics intense game. I'm sure many of you guys love it. I personally love the game, and going into it, the S20 Ultra does it in 16 seconds as opposed to 18 seconds on the X50 Pro, doubling the points in round 2 with 18 points for the S20 Ultra as opposed to 9 for the X50 Pro. The S20 Ultra kept in RAM management now in round 3, kept 1 app open, and now it's kept 2 apps open, kept 3 apps open. We're going to go into Photoshop Express over here now. Didn't keep that one open, neither of them, but it kept Rush open where the X50 Pro killed it. If both devices kill it, I don't give a point. If one device kills it and one keeps it open, I do indeed allocate a point over there. And the Realme just got 1 point over here in round 3 as opposed to the S20 Ultra's 4 points in RAM management. Not surprising here since the Samsung has the best RAM management in the business over here. Overall, total score here, 14 points for the Realme X50 Pro. The winner is the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra with 22 points. If we just take speed into consideration, which is all about round 2, the Samsung got 18 points, which is double that of the Realme X50 Pro's 9 points. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. This is TechNick, and I'll see you in the next one.